Yours is on the Kindle? Yeah, okay. I don't have a Kindle actually. I honestly, I have an iPad, so I do use the iPad, but I kind of prefer, like, not to use the iPad, if that makes sense. Like, I'd rather get a real book than use the iPad. I might get a Kindle, though. I was thinking about getting a Kindle, so I might get one. We're just gonna give it, like, 5 more minutes before we actually begin, because I think there's a couple people still missing that said that they were coming. Yeah. So how is everybody doing today? It's so nice out. That's why I was like, we have to do like a little picnic. Little book club outside. I know, I brought my water too, because it's gonna be hot. I think it's supposed to be like 84 today. Yeah, it's supposed to be nice. I'm just glad it's not gonna be like 95. Because when it gets too hot, like I can't. Because then I have to stay inside. Right. Like, I don't want to get a heat stroke. Come on now. Hi, come on. Yeah, sit down. Yeah, have a seat. Are we waiting on one more person? No, they're not coming anymore. Okay, alright. Get settled, guys. Bring out your books if you have them. I'm just gonna finish my snack. And then, we can begin. This is good. Are we all ready? Okay. So, oh yeah. Okay, so I have a little bit of sunscreen here. Do you need it? Do you need some sunscreen? I just have this, the face stick, or face cream. Is that okay? Do you want some? Okay, here. Here, I can put this on here for you. Just a little amount is good. I think that's good, right? Okay. Does anybody else need the sunscreen? No. Okay. Also, I had gum before. Do you guys want some gum? Here. Does anybody else want gum? You want gum? Here. Okay. Anybody else? No? Good. Alright. What else before we begin? Oh, I also have a hat. Yeah, because you're in the sun here. I have this hat here. I was gonna wear this, but I'm actually in the shade, so I don't need this. Here, do you want the hat? Take it. Yeah. Okay. I don't have a hat anymore, but I do have these two sunglasses if you guys want any. I just ended up bringing too many. I thought I was gonna wear some, but I'm fine. I'm in the shade, so does anybody want some? I have these. Looks like that. Okay. Here, do you want the hat? Take it. Yeah. Okay. popular to be in Target. But yeah, I got this at my library. Where did you guys get your books? Kindle. Did you do the ebook or did you do the audio? You did the audio. How was that? Good. Okay, that's fair. I do like audiobooks, but for the most part, I really just like reading them. Yeah, like listening to audio. I think sometimes it's good, but like, for example, if for book club, since we all get to pick the next book and vote, if I'm not into the book that we picked, I would probably go on like Libby or Hoopla and do an audiobook if they have one for free instead of buying it. Yeah, because I don't want to buy a book that I know I'm not going to be into, you know? Lucky enough, though, I did find this at the library, but to be honest, I liked it that much that I think I'm going to buy it. There's a whole series, too, so I think I might buy the second one and not the first one since I already read this one. I think we should go around and read the book. So I'll start. I rate the book out of 10, 10 being the highest. I rate the book like a 7.5. I think it was a great read. I think it was an easy read. I think there was some like funny comedic parts, but it wasn't so like comedy. Like it wasn't just comedy. I think there were some parts that were funny, but I definitely think it's not like a super intense book. Like it's not like a thriller or anything. I will say I gave it kind of a high rating just because it definitely had a lot of plot twists. But there were some of the plot twists, especially the ending, had things like the ending especially, like I guessed it. Like I guessed the ending. I knew what was gonna happen at the end. But it was still a plot twist, if that makes sense. So that's why I rated like a 7.5, 8, because you could guess the plot twists, but it was still like, oh, okay, you know, it wasn't like a boring book. And I like how this is a series, but I just wonder what the other books hold. You know what I'm saying? Because this was great in itself. I just want to know what's in the other books, because I don't know how well you can like continue to make this a series or even a sequel, you know. That's my interpretation of it. What do you guys think? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, agreed. I feel like for the most part we kind of all give it around the same range, like a 7 to a 8, 8.5. Yeah, yeah. Right, that's exactly how I feel too, because it was great, it was good, but I don't know. I think I have to read the other books to figure out if it's actually worth the series, you know? Yeah. So let's see here. I wrote down some questions here. If you guys have any questions, please let me know and we'll go over them. But so far, the first one that I have is, what was your favorite character? Who's your favorite character? I like Veronica. Vero. Yeah. She's funny. I like her wit. Yeah. She's a great character, I think. At first when they introduced her, I was like, I didn't know if she was gonna be that involved, but she ended up being very much involved in not only Finley's life, but the kids. Yeah. And I like how now they're friends. Because personally, have you guys ever like babysat or nannied? So I used to be a nanny way back when, and I never really had like a friendship connection with like the mom. The one family that I did babysit for, time watching, you know? Yeah. What do you guys think? Who's your favorite characters? You liked Finley? Yeah, I liked her too. Vero too. Yeah, she was cool. Anybody else? Same, different, same. Okay. What's the significance of the title? Do you guys like the title? Do we hate the title? What do you think? You like the title? Okay. You didn't mind the title? Yeah? Okay. Anybody else? Yeah. And what about the significance of the title? Exactly. That's what I figured. I figured it was literally like Finley Donovan is killing it. Like she actually is killing it. She's killing it. Like I think it's to be interpreted as she's killing it. Like she's killing the game. She's killing her life. Being the greatest author at the end of the book. But also she is literally killing. I mean, not literally, but like in a way, kind of. Yeah, there was like a murder, then a fake murder, whatever. But yeah, yeah, I like the title. It's kind of like a play on words. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, and then would you recommend the book? And who would you recommend it to? Like, is there a target audience? Do you think? We kind of touched on this earlier. Yeah, I definitely would recommend it. I mean, this was fairly rated good. We said, what, like a 7 to a 8.5. And I think this book is really meant for single moms, people with kids, like my age group. I feel like would enjoy this, especially since I did. But also people who are older than me, like even if you're like 45. Like my mom is 50 something. I recommended this book to her, so she reads it. I'll let you guys know how she thought about it. But I think she'll like it, because I feel like if you have kids, you're drawn to the idea of dealing with children and their messy habits and whatnot, so that kind of brings a new life for the book, especially if you have kids. And then my last question that I have is, what surprised you about the book? The surprise for me was when she found out that she wasn't the actual killer. I'm kind of glad, because I was like, oh my god, how do you just go from like being a single mom to killing somebody the next day? Like, that's insane. So I'm kind of glad that it went that way. But the other surprise was how she figured out the guy, what was his, Aaron? The kid from who was at the pet store, how he was with Patricia Mickler. That was like kind of a surprise for me, because I didn't put two and two together. Like, it seemed like he didn't even know the woman, and then they ended up being together, so that was definitely a surprise for me. Did anybody else have different reactions? Yeah, that was a surprise too, for sure. Yeah. The ending, oh my god, yes, the ending, that was a surprise. But again, I knew it. Like, in my head, I was like, it's gonna be his name. It's gonna be his name. And it was. Yeah. So that was good. That's kind of why I want to read the next one, because I want to figure out, like, what's going on with your husband, your ex-husband. He seems shady. So, we had to figure that out. For sure. Yeah. So, does anybody have any other 2 cents they wanted to add for the book? Or did we cover everything? New questions? Nothing? Okay. Good. If you have any other questions or want to discuss it more, use the Facebook group and we'll go through it. So, that being said, let's move on to our next book. Don't hate me, guys, but I already started reading it. This is the next book. Alright. A Quart of Thorns and Roses. on chapter 10, and so far it's really good. I'm not totally into fantasy like that, so I was like, not into it in the beginning, but it's a good read so far. I know a lot of people, a lot of my friends who've read it, they love it, they rave about it. My one friend read it in like 2 days, and she's now finished the series in like a couple weeks, which is insane, because there are thick, like these books are pretty thick. This is not the thickest book. I think the third book is like the thickest book or something, the pink one. So it definitely is more of a challenging read than like this book, you know. But I think I'm up to for the challenge, if you guys are up for the challenge. I am excited to read this one. We're not gonna do the entire series, just because we want to have variety throughout the book club that we're reading. You know, just in case if you guys don't like the series or you don't like the first book, that we're not obligated to continue this throughout the series and read more. That's why we're not going to read the series. But this is a great gateway into the series, because we're obviously reading the first book. So if you want to read on your own and finish the series, go ahead, do that. But just know, the next September book, we're going to be reading something different. Alright? Is that okay with everybody? Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I know it makes sense to continue reading this and then continuing with the other books, but what if people don't really like it? Whatever, we want to have variety. Alright, so get you guys copies of your books. I got mine at Target, obviously. I think it was like $10, maybe $12, so it's fairly cheap. But yeah, that's our next book. Does anybody have any questions or anything? No? Okay. Before you guys go, I have a little treat for everybody. I found these tattoos that I thought you guys would enjoy. I bought a couple of these. Let's open them. So there's just temporary tattoos. There's like a couple of them that we could do. There's a couple of them that you guys could do. So let's see. Like there's these. And then this one. I like the flower one. This one's obviously mine. You guys get different packs. The flower is so good for the Court of Thorns and Roses. And then the last one here. So there's quite a few that we're gonna do. Just for shits and gigs, I'm gonna put these away, but I'm gonna use the flower one today, and I'm just gonna show you guys how to use it. You probably already know, but again, just for shits and gigs. So I'm gonna rip this one off here. And then I have a little wet towelette here, and we're just gonna peel it back, and I want it on my wrist here, so I'm gonna put it on my wrist, and then we're gonna grab the wet towelette and just do it like that. I'm just gonna hold it down. Oop. Yeah, just hold it down like that. And if you guys want to here, pass these around, pass your guys' things around. You guys can do them here or do them at home. You're free to leave. I'm not gonna captivate your time anymore. But yeah, that's the next book. We'll see you guys in 4 weeks on Sunday. Alright, take care everybody. Yeah. Alright, bye. Sarah. Oh, yeah. Let's see how mine came out. What plans do you have after book club? Just shopping? Yeah, same. I think you're supposed to hold on to it for like a couple seconds. Let's see. I don't want to just dry it off real quick. Look at that. So cute. Well, thank you for staying back with me. You could have left with everybody else. Oh, yeah. I know. I wanted to see how these turned out, too. I think it's nice. I think, having everybody meet for book club is fun. And then, giving out a little something like this makes it even more fun. You got yours, right? Awesome. Yeah, so cute. Well, it was nice seeing you. See you in 4 weeks. Text me. Let me know how you like the book, too, when you read it. Alright, bye.